Ahoy! Welcome to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at Welcome Home. At least I think that's what it's called. All of the information that I have about this is literally from TikTok. The most I know about it is that the characters are gay and the main bitch eats with his eyes. That's all I know about it. I think it's an ARG, like a web page ARG. So without further ado, let's take a dive into Welcome Home. That's the main bitch. With a hop, skip, and a jump, you are ushered into the colorful, serendipitous world of Welcome Home. It only takes one stroll down the neighborhood to know this is just the nicest little place you've ever seen. Watch Wally and his colorful array of friendly neighbors learn about the vibrant world around them and take part in nonsensical fun. Welcome to the Welcome Home website. Feel free to explore our humble homepage and learn more about the puppet show now lost to obscurity. Thank you for visiting. Okay, let's real quick. Let's see if my cruiser catches anything. There's eyes right there. No. Any of these? No. Welcome Home, the neighborhood, about us, news, guest list, links. Updates. Happy mail-in time day. Always remember to love your fellow neighbor and remind them that you care with a heart-shaped card or even a nice homemade cookie. We know Eddie would appreciate you spreading love. Happy to announce a very exciting collaboration with the museum curator. Question answer to help spread the world of Welcome Home's existence. Head down to the news page to find out more. Restoration team. 0977182. 0977182. You are pointing at the clock. I feel like that's a sun dupe. All right. Welcome home. I'm sorry. Okay. So you can click on that. Critically praised and financially successful, Welcome Home dominated its Saturday morning time slot with colorful cast of puppets, entertaining, addictive stories, lively sets unlike anything seen before, surely a spectacle for audience of all ages. Welcome Home was an American children's television program created and produced by the Playfellow Workshop, which served as the studio's only production. Supposedly, in its first episode aired on October 11th, 1969. It was broadcast into an unknown channel to its last estimated air date sometime in 1974. Welcome Home primarily focused on the neighbors, the show's inhabitants, who were accompanied by a mixture of animated breaks and illustrated storybook segments. The setting itself was a colorful and exaggeratedly designed town named Home, with unique elements like a post office and a bodega, as well as brightly colored creatures that lived within it. Episodes usually began with Wally introducing the focus or theme of the day before coming across other characters who would join him in his escapades until the end of the day, which would signify the end of the show. All of the characters had notable recurring segments that were sprinkled throughout the entirety of the show's run, such as Eddie Deer creating arts and crafts, Sally Starlet performing plays, or Wally Darling painting a picture with the help of other members of the cast. The viewer was often regarded as an additional neighbor with Wally speaking to them on a regular basis. Pups are here to stay. An unfamiliar being is just a friend you haven't met yet in the world of Welcome Home has plenty of new faces to get acquainted with. Colorful characters like Wally, Julie, Barnaby are waiting to meet you. Invite them into your happy home. Okay. Eddie, we need to get down to business. We need pencil pushers. We need pushers to push those pencils. We need a big board. Okay. We'll be right back. May I ask for some wisdom of Wally's on this fine day? A voice rang out through home. Wally looked up from his painting. Yes, Wally replied. I hope that helped. It's on the house for you, Valentine. I'm over the stars for you. Maybe the moon too. Moon dupe. I'd weather any weather for you, Valentine. How's your umbrella staying up? You're a hairdo Valentine. So these are all just kind of Valentines. You're a catch. This is Frank. There, okay. Okay, that's a little funky. I wonder if I brighten this. Can I? I'm gonna brighten this. Oh, that kind of caught me off guard. That just looks uncomfortable. How Barnaby holds up Wally. Determination. You go, Barnaby. Are you gonna blink? Frowning is easy. See, maybe you, but not for me. You reading books now, kid? No, just one. Ain't it just like a smart guy to have a smart answer? Wally's house. Home. Oh, their eyes! I don't know how I didn't get that before. Okay, that's a concept sketch. Unless you're identical to myself, then we'd be a terribly matched pair of socks. I wear mismatched socks all the time. Today I feel really peppy, or maybe I'm just thinking about Poppy. How many pictures are there? I feel like I've been going for a minute now. I'm expecting one of them to... Oh, here we go. We're at the end. I was going to say, I'm expecting one of them to blink. We stored remnants and reproduced pieces. Welcome Home believed to have a 4-year run upon further research before both its abrupt pull from television in 1974 and complete silence from the entertainment company. The Playfellow Workshop, Welcome Home success, seemed to be set in stone amidst other television programs for its visual artistry, captivating stories, remarkable puppetry, and lively characters. However, all footage is presumably lost, including supposed merchandise, advertisements, vinyl records, and illustrated books depicted in the episodes. However, it has been revealed that what has been revealed has driven us to uncover its whereabouts. Can I click on that? No. Interesting. Can I click on that one? Read more about our journey and how we are uncovering the long-forgotten puppet show and our mission of the Welcome Home restoration. Is it like a counter of how many people have come to the site? So 6-2. A team of anonymous individuals dedicated to compiling, restoring, archiving a few remnants of Welcome Home has been... Hold on. Let me do the little scan. It is through these collective efforts that we will awaken the memory of the lost piece of media. We strive to establish a friendly, open community of friends, family, friends, just like colorful and quaint neighbors in our beloved home. Love is clear in the messages of Wally Darling. Okay, I keep hearing Wally Darling, and all I can think of is Wendy Darling. Anyways, I had to say that somewhere. Special hallmark to him is his charismatic smile, a cheery disposition, eagerness to understand the world around him. We too hope to spread this feeling of everlasting joy, caring and understanding and acceptance in all hopes that you will join us in our exploration. Together we'll make this house a home. Visitors may wonder how we come to uncover such a show, where we obtain these works, and the efforts taken to restore them to the best of our ability. We are happy to open our front door to you, neighbor. Who are you? For personal reasons, we are a small collective of the Welcome Home Restoration Project team. Have agreed upon staying anonymous for our own security and safety. More than that, however, we want to make a recovery of Welcome Home our number one priority and want it to be in full focus of this website. How did you begin your research? To be honest, we were drawn in unexpectedly. All of the information found on this website was extracted from documents that had been uncovered in brightly covered envelopes. We are thankful to be the first to jumpstart this journey. What did the illustrations, writing, and advertisements look like when you received them? All of the paper materials tucked away inside the envelopes we have received are usually crammed together and covered in paint and ink. Despite this, volunteers have both restored and recreated most of what was found on the documents. Below is an example of our work as we extract information from the original document and translate it to digital state. Original piece in destroyed state as we received it, fully restored by a team with slight alterations to the original. What does that say? I'll zoom in and read that in a second. Management has also produced spectral pieces from the information gathered, such as Frank's spinning head, Eddie's movable hat, the heart marks on the bottom of Wally's shoes. We hope fan interpretations will be able to arise just like this. Exploration of Frank's spinning head mechanisms as illustrated in the material. Why did you make this website? We hoped that that's open, I think. Seen the show before, I can tell us in. Take a screenshot and I'll zoom in on the screenshot. We wanted to be the first to showcase the lost piece of media to help spur on the search for existence. Many of us Many of our guest book signatures have talked about seeing the show before. Is this a good sign? It means it's inside of you too, then. Merchandise that have speculation, gathered possibility, vinyl records, children's toys, plethora of land merchandise, going through various magazines, something patterns. Oh my god, Barnaby can mention. Do you know how many episodes? Unfortunately, no. No footage or a catalog. Only because the most recent date listed on a script. Anyone who plays another formal play. I'm not affiliated with the company. Ronald Dorlane. Interesting. He must be the creator. We'll find other names too. Can we join your team? At the moment, we aren't accepting new members. Favorite resident. Everyone on our team has their favorite. Mine is Wally, darling. He's the most, you would say. He is the most, as he would say. Go back. That did change. 979387. We'll do the neighborhood last. News. Oh, God. A wonderful month. Love is in the air, I was gonna say. Interesting. Okay, so this is I think actual updates and stuff. So if I go back to Welcome Home. Ooh. It's just the cycling numbers. Okay. 09 7 9 5 6 6. Didn't do nothing. I tried typing it in. Okay, well, let's do guest books. I'm assuming, Okay, so I'm assuming it's a weird mixture of, real and not? Or are these, their reactions to, the guest book stuff? People's, the characters reacting? I honestly thought Wally would have a better signature. Alright, let's look at the neighborhood. Homes will have the neighborhood if you don't live there. Still in Muslim denizens, but don't worry. Couple of neighbors live just home knows at all. Please note this information pulled from romance from illustrated pictures of merchandise. Information is subject to change and expand upon discovering new findings. I don't like that fucking house. Okay. Alright, let's do a full sweep. Alright. Oh, oops. Howdy players, happy shopkeeper, colorful caterpillar knows the store like the back of his hand. She's impressive considering how many hands he has. He has 4. Charismatic, quick-witted, remarkably jolly. Howdy always seems to have whatever his neighbors need. Price that can be beat. Small-time caterpillar wanted to start his own business, which comes to home. His bodega was named Howdy's Place, and alternatively known as Bugged Beta by Barnaby. His most loyal customer has a diversion from an apple core in a tree alongside his plentiful brothers and sisters, many of whom Howdy would offhandedly mention a plethora of by name throughout the show's run. Illustrated material typically depicted Howdy standing on the counter of his bodega with the window open alongside, especially the part of skits that the Howdy's rarely seen in the neighborhood sets beyond special occasions, one of the only other instances being to visit or deliver goods to Poppy himself. Howdy would often exchange goods for funny jokes, silly observations, $1 ideas, and unique gadgets, notably formally as being his favorite customer. Barnaby would often appear as regular at Howdy's Place. He would supply Howdy with a daily laugh in exchange for a hot dog. Old scripts would provide strange lingo to describe various ways Howdy would prepare this hot dog, such as paint a bow wow red and yellow in the winter and make sure it's got legs. So, ketchup, mustard, and mayo, and I don't know about the legs. Full house with a couple of bloodhounds. All, the works with, sausage. Howdy's puppet was rotated between a live hand puppet and a walk-around puppet in order to keep him in frame with his fellow residents. Ramble kind determined Eddie Deer is the best moment Welcome Home has ever had. I'll be the only one. Despite a bit of a clumsy and forgetful fellow bless his job, to their errands and mail ran on schedule. McCary moved to Welcome Home to this town. Despite having written origin, Eddie has never stated the correct name of where he came from. Throughout the show's run, running jokes often had a place that did not exist, followed by an admission to misremembering it as a place he delivered as opposed to a place he lived. Eddie's segments would often focus on arts and craft projects he would teach the other residents, which typically kept him behind the post office countertop. Undercover printed material focused on preparing mail correctly, as it was letters or parcels. Eddie would frequently be found in the neighborhood itself, often paired with a mail bag or a prop to be delivered. He would also become actively involved in skits involving other neighbors, usually through providing solutions to other problems through labor. Unlike How to Space, Eddie's Poster did not require compensation for its services. Homes residents can come and go as they pleased before the day would end. Illustrated pages also noted that Eddie had a mother who was a mail carrier, but she was not given a name and only vaguely mentioned. Frantic, frazzled, by the neighborhood, welcome home. Poppy Partridge is a resident chicken, so to speak. From sprained beak to sunburnt feather, she always thinks the worst outcome of a pleasant situation. Sounds like anxiety. And then again, never hurts to have a neighbor with a band-aid on hand. Old scripts outlined Poppy had lived with her family in a nest and become tucked away in a tree hollow deep within the forest, eventually outgrow to a staggering degree. She moved to an empty barn and home, of which she would give a bird's touch. Poppy insisted she could fly in some iterations of her dialogue, most notably in her journey to home. There's no evidence throughout the show's run. It is not clear what kind of bird she is. She has stated that she is a bit of a flamingo on her father's side and a bit of a hen on her mother's side. She has also noted it's hard to keep track of a family tree. A lot of birds fit in trees, you know. Poppy's puppet is a walk-around puppet that Concepts Work noted it had stood around 8 feet tall, but photographs surrounding her height have yet to be uncovered. Poppy was rarely seen outside of her barn, typically being visited by neighbors instead. Many of her segments focus on baking, although she has been shown knitting, but she did not have a live hand counterpart, so other puppets were often doing her work for her in various skits. Illustrations note that some possible assistants were Frank, Eddie, Howdy, and Sally. Within the context of the show, this was because she was too scared to use appliances. Goofy layout with love for jokes. Barnaby B. Beagle is Welcome's own funniest neighbor, always ready with a joke on hand or even a silly observation. This big blue beagle has always known how to have fun, much to the dismay of some of the grumpy residents. Barnaby B. Beagle was a resident jokester who left his life on a farm to move home, of which he joked as being the big city. Illustrated books note he was an orphaned puppy, was adopted by the chicken that crossed the road, comedically named Miss Beagle, which proved his motivation to be an entertainer. Similar sources noted Barnaby being able to perform a gaggle of tricks such as juggling, balancing on a ball, and steadying large objects on the tip of his nose. Wally was often depicted alongside him, and illustrated pages noted that they were best friends multiple times. Examples include skits in which Wally would typically paint Barnaby in silly poses, or where Wally needed to learn something new. They also shared characteristics with one another, such as the color palettes, hearts on the soles of their feet, and similarly designed outfits. Many of Barnaby's segments were akin to stand-up, often being met with booing, clapping, or having things thrown at him by his fellow neighbors. Barnaby's middle initials often rotated in terms of what it stood for. Old scripts cited that it claimed to stood for Blue, Bark, Bite, and Buddy. It is assumed these are all incorrect. With some illustrated materials, Barnaby is depicted with a tobacco pipe. Barnaby's puppet was rotated between a live hand puppet and a walk-around puppet, typically to keep him in frame with his much shorter neighbors. Arguably the smartest neighbor in Welcome Home, Frank frankly is the resident bookworm with expertise on butterflies. Despite being the grumpiest and grayest of this colorful cavalcade of neighbors, it is good to have someone so organized and matter-of-fact to miss the bunch. After all, he enjoys being Frank, even if it means being Frank. Whatever that means, he's Julie's best friend. Frank does not have any known information regarding his origins prior to moving into home when compared to the others. However, it is still notable attributes there are still notable attributes that have been uncovered. Frank was often depicted with a book or butterfly net, since butterflies were seemingly his focus. He was also a source of information for the neighbors when an answer to a question was needed and noted. Frank was often depicted with a book or butterfly net, since butterflies were seemingly his focus. He was also a source of information for the other neighbors when an answer to a question was needed, as noted in old scripts, but he would often be discredited for comedic effect. Frank would be partnered with Julie as the straight man in various... What? Frank would be partnered with Julie as the straight man in various skits, merchandise and advertising, and in the song The Fun in Your Frown, no track found. What the fuck does that mean? The show itself, the puppet appeared with a fixed frown on his face, being illustrated materials. Frank often had more complex expressions. Any concept work surrounding Frank's puppet cannot be uncovered, but there is evidence that has revealed that his head could be fully rotated. So then that was that one. So this is Julie. Undoubtedly, the cheeriest neighbor puppet could ask for. Julie, joyful, is welcome to happy stars and amidst such a rainbow of brightly colored neighbors. That's really saying something upbeat, silly, and always ready to play with her friends. There is never a boring day and welcome home. Wish she'll around. She's Frank's best friend. According to uncovered scripts, Julie was a rainbow monster that was said to have come from deep within the forest that surrounded the outskirts of home. She lived with her family in a cave, but sought out life of her own and moved away. Many of her skits and activities centered around playing games, whether they were familiar as jump rope or hopscotch or simply made up on a whim. She is often depicted with Frank as a comedic foil on merchandise and advertising, and in the song No Fun in Your Frown. Oh, straight men, like straight-faced. Oh, okay. I don't know. That didn't click for me for some reason. Recent evidence has revealed that Julie's family consisted of 3 siblings who were also rainbow monsters, but with greatly different color palettes. Their names were Bee, Franny, and Jonesy. They do not appear to have lived in home alongside her. There is also a prevalent theme of flowers. This can be seen with Julie herself looking like an open flower from above. Illustrations that would reveal her speaking to flowers to make them bloom. Sally. Rambunctious stars in a welcome home, Sally Starlet shines above the rest. She's a firecracker who's willing to let her imagination run wild in the name of new adventure, albeit at the occasional expense of her more cautious neighbors. Thankfully, she's got a good head on her shoulders and perhaps one could even say a sunny disposition to match. According to an uncovered script, Sally had once been the brightest star in the sky, even more than those that surrounded her. However, upon looking down at a nearby celestial body from her spot, she knew there were still places she had yet to truly shine and fell from above like as a shooting star. She has seemingly accomplished her aspired stardom, as there are only 9 visible neighbors in home, all of whom know her. Sally was often focused on aspects of theater, such as acting or singing, which she felt she was more than well versed at from being a star. Because of this, many of her segments often consisted of the entire ensemble of neighbors, with her playing the role out on stage. With her playing the role of director. The residents would act out stories on stage, either for the viewer or other neighbors, that would be displayed in the show as storytime segments. Many were focused on fairy tales with a normal turn, either at Sally's will or her expense, typically through Barnaby's presence and desire to entertain. Concept artwork revealed Sally was a live hand puppet, but required an additional hand to move her head, as was much larger than other puppets. So that's like the tragedy mask, kind of. Or like a play on. Blink, okay. Wally, darling, is a friendly neighbor, then welcome home, perhaps even the best painter too. With a smile like his, it's hard to disagree. Always eager to make new friends and show them around the neighborhood, Wally is happy to lend a helping hand, but you knew that already, don't you? Oh, didn't you? Prominent character in Welcome Home. He's often the focus of the merchandise advertising present in every episode of book. His segments are focused on drawing and painting with the viewers. Barnaby was often depicted alongside him, and illustrated pages note that they were best friends multiple times, most notably scenarios where Wally and the viewer are learning something new. They also share similar characteristics like hearts on the soles of their shoes and paws, which only Barnaby has the latter. Notable characters as Wally is his house named Home. Home is regarded as the 9th neighbor, but seemingly cannot speak, as illustrations show Home speaking only... onomatopoeias. For some reason, that word wasn't clicking. I was like, the fuck does that say? Onomatopoeias. Creak, bang, squeak. Sources say, however, that his puppet's eyes could move through a hand crank on the other side of the prop, facing away from the camera. Additionally, its doors, chimney, and windows were supposedly very animated during episodes. It implied that Home is the most lively house within the neighborhood, as none of the other houses seem to have eyes. And she says goodbye, it doesn't say go back. Interesting. Haha! Okay, hold on. I said hold on, and then I was like, and I immediately left, as if there wasn't something happening on screen. So that has a much more detailed eye. I'm like tabbing around. I should tab around. I am going to screenshot that so I can brighten it. Fuck, okay. This is gonna be interesting. If I hit enter, will that work? Like, yes it does. Oh. Is this different from this one anyway? No. Do they both lead to the same... There's no way they both only lead to the, like that. Oh, wait. I can click... Aha. This is why you tab around the page. Me opening this page 40 million times is going to be funny. Let's go to the your. Wally is... This is so slow. It's going to say, like, your friend. Enemy, neighbor, best friend. Is it going to ask me for an answer? It's Barnaby. So tabbing around the page does nothing. Barnaby. Okay. Let's pull up the screenshots and play with brightening them. This one, also brightened, doesn't really reveal much. But, let me see if I can't read that now. Oof, okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna let this take over the screen for a second. Family is just blank. 2 sisters and a brother. I don't know what that says about my fun. I don't know what that says. Okay. We're getting somewhere. That's where I went over the thing at the sharpness. If I bump... Oh, okay. So if I turn the contrast down... So what does this do for me? Okay. So this is after brightening the image. I can't tell what the background is supposed to be, though. Okay, so I've spent some time just sort of like tabbing around all of the pages. And I also looked at the source code for everything. I couldn't find anything in the source code. I think I'm just kind of stupid. As above, so below is interesting. So let me do a quick little Google search. Why did you make this website? Oh, okay, hold on. This makes it a little bit easier for me to read. When I unwrapped the first letter, I felt it, I heard it, open, open, open. I want it out. I'm going to get it out. I hoped that this website would grab the attention of someone who has seen this show before, and could tell us more about it. If this wasn't possible, then we wanted to be the first to showcase. Okay, so this, but it hurts. Oh, okay. So I was looking at this, and it's saying that it seems that Wendy Darling is aware he's in a show, and it gives you a link, and I click on the link. It says answer. Okay. And then what's this one? Hello? Oh! Okay, hi. Hello? Oh. Are you gonna say I'm your best friend? Are you the audience? Oh, hello. Hello, you're there. This is kind of really slow for my patience. Hello, you're there. I can't see you. Hello, You're there. I can't see you. Do you see me? I'm gonna... take a screenshot of that. Then stay quiet? Okay. You know the fucking drill by now. I'm gonna brighten the screenshot of this page. So his hair. Do you see me? Contrast? Oh, my bad. Interesting. Okay. In this link here. Hello, my name is Cloud. Let me tell you about my project. Under the ministry. Beloved neighborhood begins to skew and distort into a nightmarish memory that you can barely recall. Through illustrated books, recordings, and an array of old merchandise, you will find what dwells within this colorful home, beneath its beautiful carpets, behind its gorgeous wallpaper, and deep within its breathing crevices. Fortunately, you have someone to keep you company and hold your hand as you walk through the path of forgotten. Look, Wally made. Don't know what that says. A. You know the drill, boys! I'm gonna do that for a second so I can screenshot the full page. What's this one? Flower's got eyes. What's this? It's for you from the talkie telephone. Call your favorite neighbors anytime. Delightful message just for you. They can't hear you though. Speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up. 999. Just for I can't hear you, I can't hear you. And then I think it's speak up, bunch of numbers. 6, 7, and 8 are gone. Okay. Version of black and white. That's the most. Eyes. Aha! This! The as above, so below thing. I've seen this one going around. This is a text for blank station. Okay, well, I probably would read that better if I... Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. You're outside. That's a cross. His cufflink is a cross. I mean... Ah, fuck. Yoink. What's this? The spiral? TMA? First color, second color, top color. First color, second color, top color. Fixed positions on the body, less expressive. Emphasis on colors, less on line work. Color 1, color 2, color 3. Test font, test font, test font, test font. Text distorted. Jewelry, live pages, book pages. Expressive, exaggerated emotions. Best color, test sorted, live pages. Okay, we circled all the way back around. What does this text say? This text for use, maybe. We'll conduct a test. This station. This is a test for use, maybe. This station will conduct a test. This is only... Welcome. Welcome home. EBS. And then ST. Oh, there's more. There's more. This is only a test. Huh, okay. That's interesting on that one. It's kind of a stretch, I think. But like a snake. Like, you see what I'm saying? Could be a stretch, but I'm just here to point out things as I see them. A house is a place with 4 walls and a floor, a ceiling above, and a lovely front door. There's a bed to cradle you safely at night and windows to bring in the morning sunlight. Your house is a mirror of just who you are, a reflection that tells you to never stray far. I didn't... What's this? It's... Let me pause. Can you guys hear... Let me make sure y'all can hear this before I start just fucking playing.
Wake up to me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the wind heard in the day. Lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song. Least while I really was such melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Ha 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 ha. I don't know the other words. That's all Barnaby taught me. Did you like it? That's good, I think.
I could not understand half of that. What is this like? Looks like you wandered too far away from home. Head back. Return home and stay. I don't know how you get to that. Unfortunately, I wish I did. Obviously, there's like some sort of biblical thing. I don't think the below is necessarily referring to hell. Specifically just because of the Baphomet pose and so below is the specific phrasing. I didn't know, first off, that this has been like being worked on since 2018. That's really cool. And I am definitely going to keep up with this as it comes out. Okay, folks, that does it for our little look into Welcome Home. It's really cool. In conclusion, it's really cool. The creator seems like pretty passionate about it, considering they've been working on it since like 2018, and that's, you know, that's a long time to stick with the project. It looks really cool, and I'm definitely going to keep up with like the updates as they come out, and like as we figure out new stuff about it, I'm going to be right there alongside it. It's really fun taking part in ARGs and like being able to tear something apart with the community. So that's really cool. And like I said before, if you guys have like anything that I missed that you guys want to point out to me, please do so in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Talk theories. Like, talk to me about this. I want to tear this apart and see what it is. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitch, Twitter, all the other social medias, and I will see you guys in the next video. Get it? See? Like the ocean? See you guys in the next video.